The Nikon Zf isn't new. It's been out for I think almost a year now, but lately it feels like it is everywhere. More creators are picking it up, more street photographers are praising it, and suddenly I kind of realized something, that no one is talking about the X100V anymore, or even its successor, the X100VI. The camera that dominated, YouTube and TikTok and every photography subreddit for years felt like it quietly left the spotlight. And to be honest, I've been tempted to switch myself.
No, God!
So today we're breaking it down, the Nikon Zf versus the Fuji X100V, or really just the X100 series in general. This is not going to be a spec battle, but an experience one. Again, the X100V and really the whole X100 series blew up for a reason. It's compact, it's beautifully designed, and it makes you want to go out and shoot. It has a fixed 23mm f2 lens. Of course, the ever so popular Fuji's film simulations, that optical and electric hybrid viewfinder. It wasn't just a camera, I think, for most people. It was a vibe, a personality, if you would. And I think it helped a whole new wave of people fall in love with photography. Even with the new X100VI out now, I've stuck with my X100V. It's been a daily companion for years. But lately, I've kind of noticed something, that it's sitting on the shelf more often than it used to. Of course, I still love this thing, but the spark, it's kind of faded. Enter the Nikon Zf, or the Nikon Zf, as you might have heard it called. When it launched, it got a bit of attention, but recently it's literally blowing up. Well, maybe not literally, but it feels like the Zf is what everyone thought the X100V was going to somewhat evolve into. You've got full frame power, classic styling, manual dials, IBIS, modern, autofocus. And more importantly, it has that soul that I think a lot of people were looking for in the Fujifilms. It brings that same energy the X100 series is known for. A camera that makes you want to slow down, compose, and enjoy the process of taking a photo. It's not, of course, a one-to-one comparison, especially with the interchangeable lenses that the Zf has, but I think it's definitely hitting the same emotional wavelength. And yeah, I've, of course, been tempted, certainly more than once. I go to B&H, put it in my cart, save for later, put it back in my cart, save for later. The truth is, I just haven't been shooting with the X100V as much, not because it got worse, not because it can't deliver, but because I think the conversation shifted. The Zf has this fresh energy to it. It's new, it's exciting, and it has a lot of people going out and creating again. And when you start to kind of see a camera inspire people like that, it's definitely hard to ignore. On numerous occasions, I've picked up the X100V, packed it in my bag, then set it back down over and over again. As I mentioned earlier, I still love it, but it doesn't, spark that same curiosity that it used to. That's, what the Zf has going for right now, which is momentum and that soul that I mentioned earlier. And honestly, that matters. So I think here's what it comes down to. The Zf and the X100 series are after the same thing. Of course, they're not chasing specs. If you're chasing specs in one of these cameras, you're in the wrong place. They are chasing emotion. Fuji gives you a fixed lens, no fuss experience. It's small, certainly reliable, and incredibly fun to shoot with. Nikon offers you legacy styling with modern power, and maybe a more versatile system long term. They're, two sides of the same creative coin. So did the ZF kill the X100V like the title suggests? Not really, but it definitely made us look away from Fuji, even just for a second. So here's my question. Is the X100V or X100VI, if you have that camera, is the era of the X100 series really over? Or are we just distracted by the next shiny thing? I, of course, haven't switched yet. I don't have the Nikon Zf. But of course, yeah, I've thought about it more than I had expected I would be. So let me know what you think. Would you trade your Fujifilm for a Nikon Zf? Be honest. And of course, if you want a deeper breakdown, of this shift and why it matters, make sure to like this video, drop a comment, of course, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.